All right, hello. It is April 2nd, and today the plan is to go look around the neighborhood and see what other spots there are that we could maybe potentially skate, because it did rain pretty much all day. It just stopped like maybe an hour ago at most. It might be hard to tell, but it is very wet all over the place. Like there was no drying that happened today. Because like it did just barely stop raining, and it might rain more, but everything I looked up about the camera said it is waterproof. And I mean, it makes sense because this thing is people use it for snowboarding, skiing, probably water skiing or whatever, so good that it's waterproof. But I don't know how much I would take it out in the pouring rain exactly. I was just going to check really quick, see if the weather is still slated to be terrible the next 2 days as well. It says tomorrow 99% chance of rain, and then Thursday it might lighten up. So Thursday, Friday, and over the weekend I'm going to be looking to do a lot more skating. Quick update: I haven't gotten my Ollie limbo thing yet. It said it was going to do 1 day delivery for some reason. It was supposed to come today, but might not be getting here till later tonight. I'm looking forward to trying that thing out, although it looks like it might be a bit of a pain to set up. I hope I can at least keep it in like maybe just a few pieces and then transport it in my car to places if I want. But Pickle, be quiet. It's my cat. But yeah, that I'm looking forward to. And then I also went ahead and set up a spreadsheet for myself to track my skate trick progression. So I can probably show at some point like an OBS recording of it or something, but I think that's going to be cool to have that motivation. I have a list of the tricks that are all leading up to the 3-stair kickflip that I want to do by the end of this year. And then I have like a status for each, which dark red means I haven't attempted it. Light red means I have attempted it but not landed it. Yellow means I've landed it like once or a few times, but I'm not comfortable with it. And then green means I've got it pretty much comfortable and I've nailed it. So very few green ones on there. I think I have nose stall, rail stall, and ollie at green, and ollie is dubious green, but I only have that at greens because I have also ollie 12 inches or higher as a separate trick on there on that list. So yeah, and I've got a bunch of new ones on there too that I haven't ever tried, that are like, before I move back to big ollies or doing 180s, I can do those as well. So I think that'll be cool to be able to track my progression, and I'll have dates for when I make each one of them, so I can go back and look at my first make in a video if I want. So yeah, I think this is going to be pretty cool. I'm enjoying the documentation process of this all, as well, as you can probably tell by all the yapping I do. But anyway, yeah, I'm not even going to bring my board with me just in case it starts raining again, because yeah, I don't want it to get wet. Although I did clean off the grip tape last night, so it's hopefully less dirty now. I don't know if that makes any difference, but yeah, I'm gonna head out, just walk around the neighborhood a bit, and I'll definitely record some clips. I'll probably show off a little bit of the garbage road quality that is also an issue around here, as well as all the hills and craziness. But anyway, enough of my yapping. I'm gonna head out. Look at that. The road quality is really bad. It's just all cracked, and there's a bunch of holes in it. Not to mention the speed bumps which I can go over the speed bump, not too bad on that, but even then it's like only certain spots or you'll eat it because it's cracked pretty horribly. In other spots you can smoothly get up. But yeah, just like not ideal for riding the board down smoothly. I usually stick on the sidewalk to get down this road, but even still, this is also slightly sloped, so going back up and down it to ride back and forth is not ideal. I mean, yeah, you'd have to just like hop off and pick up your board to even get over some of these like massive cracks and things like that. But yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna go over to this back section where hopefully it's less hilly and maybe we can find some spots. Alright, I've thrown the hood on because it is pretty cold out here, honestly. It's still definitely sprinkling at least a bit. But one thing I wanted to show here is just like, it's almost like they were deliberately trying to get people not to skate. I mean, that's probably paranoia, but like, what the fuck is this? Like, this sidewalk is literally just made of rocks. I don't understand that at all, why that would exist. And it's just like a patch. It's just a patch. So if I was skating down here, I would have to pick up my board. I mean, it just sucks having to do that. I assume you're not going to be able to ride at least not nicely over this, but this is a little spot, maybe. I don't, because, you know, these are parking spots, so I don't know if these are usually filled or not. But if not, importantly, this curb doesn't have the bullshit thing in it, so we could maybe use this curb to do, you know, roll off curbs and stuff like that. So that's definitely a possibility. Kind of annoying amount of weeds and stuff around it, but yeah, this is one. I got to try and go like as far away from that main area as possible, because there are tons of cars. I mean, there's loads of townhouses around here, obviously, so tons of people live here. I mean, especially right now, people are coming home from work and whatever. But one other thing I wanted to mention that I forgot to at the beginning, I actually was doing a decent amount of research today, or whatever you want to call it, research, looking into more skate parks that I could go check out, and I got a whole list of like probably 10 or more that are under an hour away. I think the furthest away ones were 40 minutes that I might go check out at some point. None of them really looked like they would have like a huge open area like that I was kind of hoping for, but I don't know. I want to find one that's like, I don't know, more quiet than, especially more quiet than the North Laurel one that I went to the other day, so I can kind of go there like before I'm really ready to try and learn some small stuff. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna keep heading this way away from the road, but this is like a mental note. If these cars are normally gone, then I can come here and do curb stuff. But yeah, here we go. I picked up one here again, and then another fucking thing of rocks. Like, what was the person doing? And look at this. Jesus, that was a death trap right there. What was the person thinking who fucking made these sidewalks? I don't know. A little bit of a lower curb section here. Definitely, maybe like even half the height of that other curb, but could be decent. There's not a terrible run up here, and the cracks aren't too bad. There's only maybe one or two slabs made of rocks. But yeah, I like the height on this one for like getting started. So, mental note on this one. Alright, so I'm coming in now to somewhere I wanted to show at some point at least, because this is actually where I did my first ollie up a curb. This is the rec center for the HOA that I'm an unfortunate part of. We use the pool here sometimes, so that's kind of the reason I don't come here too much to skate. This is just like a parking lot, right? And it's not too bad. It is still not flat, of course, because why would it be? But yeah, as the sign says on this shed here, security cameras in use. They've got hella cameras around. There's one right there. I think when they're looking at them, the light turns on. I don't know if that's just when it turns on its own or what, but might be looking at me right now. But yeah, pretty much that's why. But right here, this is where I did it. First ollie up a curb. There's a clip of it I have. That's obviously a really short curb, very small, but hey, something. And these, I mean, this is a freaking rock sidewalk, so kind of clutch, not gonna lie. But yeah, and also, I mean, it's about to be summer pretty soon, and this parking lot's gonna be full of people going to the pool and doing whatever. It's usually empty all winter, but yeah, so like this isn't a terrible place to come if I want, but it'd kind of be like last resort. Like I might as well just go to the park and go to the empty lot where the kids have recess or whatever. It's like the same idea. This place is a little bigger, but it's also got more cracks in it and stuff. A big problem with a lot of the roads around here is the majority of the time there's like shit roads, but then they also have tried to like fix it with some trash, like not like half-assed paving job, and that makes it worse for skating, and I bet for most other things too. And there's a tennis court here, of course, as well, but there are very clear signs that say no skateboarding, bicycle riding, whatever. No ball playing either on the tennis court, even though I would think you would with tennis balls, you know. But yeah, that's why I've never come here. And I mean, like I said, they've got cameras, and maybe I wouldn't give a fuck, but we do use the pool here, so we don't want to like get banned or whatever. Hey, there's a basketball on the pool cover. Wonder how that happened. But yeah, so this is like another potential spot that I just figured I'd highlight. And then over there, there's like just a fenced in empty area, but the asphalt there is shit. It's just completely cracked with huge cracks and like grass growing on it and stuff. And then over there where those people are with their dog. There's a couple basketball hoops, but there's a big fence dividing them, which makes it pretty small for skating. But again, another place I could go, just no real reason to do so. But I'm gonna head over the other direction away from the street, the main road, to try and check out some more areas over there. The only problem with that is I think those are like more private, but I think I remember seeing some good spots over there that I'm gonna go maybe check out. So yeah, rec center, the site of my first ollie up a curb, and probably very little else, because yeah, I don't know. I guess that's maybe something I should look up, like a little note to self, like because there's a camera right there. Might not be able to see it, but it's under the gutter, and there's another one on the other side of the corner in that same spot, like under the gutter. And every now and then, or at least it didn't seem to be regular, is the thing, because when I was skating over here, sometimes it would have lights on it that would turn on, and I don't know if that means that there's actually someone looking at the camera, like a security person or whatever, or if that's just a bullshit tactic to scare people away from doing anything. But that's something I'll look up when I get home, because I mean, maybe I could still skate here, but again, parking lot's going to be more busy in the near future, so not something to rely on. Anyway, all right, so over here, way in the back of the neighborhood, I think this is the only way to get here, is this long road up to this roundabout, but I'm not sure. This place is pretty wide open. Like, there's a nice open road here that goes up. It's a little bit of a hill, but not much of one, and it could be a nice ride. The ground feels fairly reasonable. I mean, it's definitely not cracked anywhere close to the degree of elsewhere. Just not really any curbs. Here's the BS, the curb ruiner. I mean, although those are on grass, but still, that's the same as they are everywhere. The only problem I would have is, I mean, like, I really don't give a fuck, but I might get yelled at. Like, I'll still come out here and try it probably sometime. But yeah, this does feel like just a bit more of a quiet, private section for some reason. I don't know. It does have its own, I don't remember where the sign is, but it might be its own sign. But yeah, like, there's a pretty nice little hill that just goes down and up, and it's nice and wide, and could be good just for riding. And then like this whole section right here, this, like, starting from that sign and going almost to where that car is parked, is pretty flat, so could be a decent spot to do some tricks and stuff. And there's really not the main thing about this is there's basically no cracks in this here, and importantly, no fucking rocks or wood chips. And I mean, there are still cracks at the playground and near the school, but the main issue with that is all the rocks and wood chips that are everywhere over there too. So this is a potential location, but yeah, I mean, this road goes all the way up here and then tapers off at another roundabout dead end, I think, over here. And then there's a nice long walkway that goes over to a shopping center, but I might just go scope it out a little bit. It's not, I mean, it might be a little steep, but that might be something I could try and, like, you know, hill bomb or something. But yeah, so, you know, maybe you make it up to this spot and then you can just coast down the road here. I mean, seems like it could be a nice place just for riding. So I might try coming here next time I want. I mean, this is the thing, like, the main reason I go over to the park is to try and get on the tennis court and ride on that. So I'd like to have somewhere that is similarly nice to go and just ride around, or even, you know, do my tricks and stuff. So that's what we're kind of looking for here, because as I said, tennis court's probably going to be pretty off limits when the weather is nice and it's basically summer and all that. But yeah, here comes the end of the roundabout here, or the end of the road, and there's the world's smallest playground there. Not a public playground. Fairland View residents and guests only. Okay, if we catch you playing on that playground, you're going to prison, okay? But yeah, so again, only concern really is with, are people going to be out here like, get the fuck out of here or whatever? But if it happens, and then we'll deal with it. But yeah, then there's this walkway. I mean, let's see. Ugh, not ideal. I don't know how loud the highway is going to be, but the highway is right there, so that might make this sound like shit. But yeah, this little walkway is not really ideal. It's pretty narrow and really wavy looking, and it's also an actual swampland at the moment. But I'm gonna keep it going here for just another few seconds so I can get to that. Or actually, I think I have to walk in the street a little bit to get to the pathway. Or is that it right there? I haven't been over here in a little bit. I think this is it right here. So yeah, there's this. This is a bike path, and ooh, this is pretty rough right here at the start. Like pretty rough gravel. But on this side, it's not too bad. It's pretty smooth. And this kind of just goes for quite a ways. But at some point down here, it does, like right now it's all uphill slightly, but then you could obviously turn it around when you get to the top and come back this way, or when you reach the crest it does go down and then through like a little underground area. So I don't know, definitely a potential. I'm not gonna walk all the way down there today because it is freaking cold, man. My hands are getting cold. So I've pretty much walked, well, I didn't go down too far, but I mean, I think I've pretty much walked the whole, most of the neighborhood today, or at least my immediate neighborhood. There's other neighborhoods and areas I could go check out maybe on another day. But yeah, it's just, weather kind of sucks. I mean, we found a couple nice spots to potentially go, curbs to skate, and then that road we just walked down, I think is a pretty much a prime candidate for tennis court replacement if needed. Now we do have to go back to the park to slay that ollie that I ate shit on over that grass patch at some point. That's, at the moment, that's a lot further away than I was thinking, just because of how I've sort of taken that step back, and I'm going to be going for a bunch of different tricks and stuff, and then I'm looking forward to getting that limbo thing to work on my ollie. But yeah, I'm probably gonna head home, so not much else to say. Again, not a very interesting day, but I kind of want to keep these up daily and just have a little bit of footage to look back on the days with. And yeah, today was just a scouting mission. And again, tomorrow it might be raining again. If so, I'll probably come out and go to a different neighborhood and check that out, just because, you know, it's good to get outside every day as well, obviously. We can do another scouting mission tomorrow, but if it's not wet, then maybe we'll try out one of these new spots. And then Thursday, Friday, maybe we can go check out some of those skate parks I wrote down just to see what they're about. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet now, though, or not. Might have a Thursday or Friday be like a grind day where I go out and do like, try and get a lot of those tricks down for a while or something. But again, as I tend to do, I'm yapping, so I'm gonna head back home, and yeah, that's it for today.